This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the emotional stakes explode as Steffy Forrester is pushed to her breaking point. Her loyalty, her love, and her future hang in the balance, alongside the life of the father of her child, Liam Spencer. CBS's long-running drama has never shied away from complicated love triangles, but this week, it tears into its characters with raw desperation. And Steffy is forced to face a terrible question. How far would you go to save someone you once loved? It begins with a devastating diagnosis. Liam Spencer, the Spencer heir, the perpetual romantic, the man caught between two powerful women for years, is dying. Cancer. A brutal, aggressive tumor. And Liam doesn't want to fight it. His past, his fear, his trauma after watching his mother suffer through endless rounds of chemotherapy have left him hollow. He doesn't believe it's worth it. Not for himself. Not even for the children he loves so fiercely. But Steffy Forrester is not ready to let him go. She may not be his wife anymore. She may have moved on, married to Dr. John Finn Finnegan. Committed to a new life, a new love. But Liam is still the father of her child. And that changes everything. No matter how many lines Liam has crossed, how many times he's tried to win her back with sly smiles and stolen kisses, she never stopped caring about him. She just refused to go back to the chaos. Now, there's no more time for distance. Steffy learns the truth from Finn. Her husband is the one who delivers the gut punch. Liam is dying. He has only days left unless he agrees to immediate chemotherapy. But Liam has already made up his mind. He's done. He's made peace with the end. He tells Finn to watch over his kids, to be there for them when he no longer can be. That moment, Liam, broken, helpless, asking his romantic rival to be the father his children will need, lands like a grenade in the middle of Steffy's heart. She refuses to accept it. Steffy charges into Liam's hospital room, furious that he's given up, angry that he's letting this disease win without even trying. She begs him to fight, for Kelly, for Hope's kids, for every moment he hasn't lived yet. But Liam only stares back, hollow-eyed and silent. He's ready to go. Unless Steffy makes a choice. In a moment of brutal clarity, Liam tells her the truth. He will agree to treatment. He will fight. But only if she leaves Finn and comes with him. Only if she is the one by his side, not as a friend. As a partner. As something more. He says it softly, without pressure. But the weight of it crushes her. Because he means it. He won't survive this alone. But with her? Maybe. With her, he believes he could live. Steffy is caught in an emotional vice. Her marriage to Finn has been the most stable relationship she's ever known. He saved her life. He saved her from the endless back and forth with Liam. He is the man who stood beside her when others walked away. But Finn is not the father of her first child. He's not the man lying in that hospital bed, dying. That man is Liam. And Liam is asking for her in a way that no one else can. She tells no one what Liam has said. Not Finn. Not Ridge. Not Taylor. She carries the weight alone. As the days pass, Liam's condition worsens. His skin pales. His energy fades. His voice is thinner each time they speak. But he waits. He waits for her to come back and say yes. He waits because he still believes, even now, that Steffy will choose him. That she'll remember what they once had. That she'll look into his eyes and see the future they could still have. Meanwhile, Finn notices the change in his wife. She's distant. Distracted. She's not sleeping. When he tries to reach her, she dodges. When he asks if Liam's condition has triggered old feelings, she doesn't answer. But he sees it. He knows. He just doesn't want to believe it. At Forrester Creations, Hope Logan hears whispers of Liam's worsening health. She visits the hospital. She brings their daughter. She holds Liam's hand and promises he isn't alone. But Liam barely registers her presence. His eyes are always searching for Steffy. When Hope leaves, she sees Steffy in the hallway. They don't speak. They just share a long, loaded look. Hope knows. She always has. And this time, she doesn't fight it. She walks away. As Liam's last day for treatment approaches, Steffy makes her decision. She goes to Finn. She sits down beside him and takes his hand. She tells him everything. Liam's condition. His ultimatum. Her confusion. Her guilt. And finally, her choice. She is going with Liam. Not because she wants to leave Finn, but because she can't watch Liam die. Not when she could save him. Not when her presence is the only thing keeping him from surrender. She tells Finn she loves him. That she doesn't know what the future holds. That this isn't about choosing between them. This is about saving a life. But Finn knows what this really is. He lets her go. She walks into Liam's hospital room, bags packed. She takes his hand. She looks him in the eye and says, "Let's fight." Liam begins treatment the next day. Steffy disappears from Los Angeles. To the outside world, she's taken a break. Maybe a vacation. Maybe visiting family. But the truth is, she's locked in a quiet battle behind closed doors, helping the father of her child survive what may be the final fight of his life. She cooks. She cleans. She sits by his side through the nausea, the fevers, the endless vomiting. She cries with him when it gets too hard. She smiles through the pain. She keeps him going. And something happens. The closeness creeps in. The old connection sparks. The history they share, every kiss, every fight, every night spent tangled in each other's arms, begins to rise again. Liam, weak and wrecked by treatment, still finds strength to say her name with tenderness. And Steffy starts to feel again. Back in LA, Finn spirals. He buries himself in work. He tells Ridge he's fine. But he's not. He's lost the woman he loves, and he's watching her rebuild a life with the man who never stopped chasing her. Friends ask questions. Gossip brews. Finn doesn't answer. He just works. And waits. Will Steffy come back? Or has she already crossed the line? As the weeks pass, Liam improves. The treatment is working. The tumor is shrinking. His strength is coming back. And with every breath, he sees a future with Steffy at his side. He believes this is their second chance. He begins planning for what comes next. A house. A new beginning. A real family. But Steffy hesitates. Because she knows what she did. She knows what she sacrificed. She knows the man she left behind. And now she has to choose again. Love or loyalty. The past or the future. A miracle recovered or a marriage she may have broken. And no matter what she chooses next, someone will be shattered. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, hearts will be broken. Lives will be rewritten. And one woman will stand at the center of it all, torn between a man who needs her to live and a man who can't live without her. Steffy's choice saved a life. But at what cost? On Friday, May 30th, 2025, The Bold and the Beautiful returns with another explosive episode, pushing the tangled web of secrets, rivalries, and desperation to a boiling point. As the Forrester clan braces for another seismic shift, fans can expect betrayals, breakdowns, and one ruthless plan that could shake Los Angeles to its core. The tension begins with Sheila Carter, still trying to navigate her shaky redemption arc. She's no stranger to second chances, but she's also no fool. Sheila has been watching her granddaughter Luna Nozawa spiral deeper into obsession and fury, especially after the latest fallout with Elektra. While Sheila has tried to rein in Luna, her instincts are screaming that something is coming. Something dark. Sheila makes the hard call. Luna has to leave Los Angeles. She knows the look in Luna's eyes too well. It's the same one she saw in her own reflection for years, the same rage, the same hunger for control, the same willingness to cross the line. But Luna isn't ready to go quietly. Instead of packing her bags, she confronts Sheila with a proposal so daring, it stuns the longtime villain into silence. Luna wants to team up. Not to leave. Not to disappear. She wants to strike. Across town, chaos brews in the Logan household. Katie panics after Will casually mentions a disturbing message he received from Luna. Will brushes it off, assuming it's just emotional noise. But Katie knows better. Her instincts scream danger. She urges Will to tell Bill immediately. But Will, confident in his new girlfriend Elektra's strength, dismisses his mother's fear. Elektra's not dumb enough to provoke a killer, he says. Only she is. Elektra's fury over Luna's threats sends her straight into confrontation. She tracks Luna down and lets loose, calling out the messages and demanding she back off. Voices are raised. Threats fly. And before the situation explodes into violence, Sheila steps in, forcing herself between the two volatile young women. She pushes them apart, barely containing the damage. But it's not over. Elektra, still fired up, rushes back to Forrester Creations and spills everything to Will. She confronted Luna. She told her to back off. She made it clear she wasn't afraid. Will's expression changes in an instant, from confidence to terror. He knows Luna, and he knows she doesn't let things go. He begs Elektra to stay away from Luna, but Elektra refuses. She thinks she can handle whatever's coming. She's wrong. Meanwhile, Sheila is left to deal with the aftermath. She warns Luna that she's spiraling. She tells her the obsession with Finn, the fights with Elektra, the messages to Will, it all ends now. Luna refuses to listen. She's beyond reason, so Sheila does what she thinks she must. She tells Luna it's time to leave. Not tomorrow. Now. Luna is blindsided. She expected discipline, maybe some harsh words. Not exile. But instead of falling apart, Luna recalibrates. She stares her grandmother down and says she has another idea. One that could change everything. One that could get them both exactly what they want. Luna knows Sheila's desire to be close to her son Finn runs deep. It's the one regret Sheila hasn't been able to mend, the one relationship she truly wants to rebuild. Luna knows this and uses it. She proposes they work together to remove the one obstacle standing in their way, Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Sheila recoils. Even after everything. The idea of hurting Steffy again feels like stepping off a cliff she swore never to approach again. But Luna keeps pushing. She tells Sheila this isn't about hurting Steffy, it's about reclaiming their place in Finn's life. And if Steffy's out of the way, Finn will finally be free to decide without pressure. Without manipulation, without the baggage of Steffy's judgment. It's a pitch tailored to Sheila's deepest wounds. Sheila doesn't say yes, but she doesn't say no. And Luna sees it, that flicker of hesitation, the twitch of interest. She presses further. She paints a picture, Steffy becoming increasingly paranoid as mysterious things begin to happen. Nothing too blatant, just enough to make her question everything. She begins to isolate herself. She starts pushing Finn away to protect him. And then, at the perfect moment, they swoop in not as attackers, but as rescuers. That's the plan. It's not just cunning, it's chilling. But here's the twist. Sheila starts to consider a double game. What if she agrees to Luna's plan, but only to stay close enough to stop it? Because Sheila, for all her flaws, has been fighting to be better. She sees Luna sliding down a path she knows far too well. She doesn't want to lose her granddaughter to the same darkness. So maybe she plays along. Maybe she lets Luna think she's on board. And maybe, just maybe, she uses that trust to pull her back before it's too late. Back at Forrester, Will's anxiety grows. He tells Bill everything. The messages. The fight. Elektra's recklessness. Bill takes it seriously. He remembers what Luna's capable of, and he remembers who her grandmother is. He warns Steffy. Steffy, already dealing with family tension. barely has time to process the news before she begins to sense something is off. Her belongings are slightly moved. She swears she hears footsteps outside the house at night. She receives a message with no sender, just a single sentence: "You took him. Now we take him back." She knows it's Luna. She knows Sheila is behind it. Or is she? Because even as the tension ratchets up, Sheila's behavior changes. She reaches out to Steffy. She warns her. Luna is planning something dangerous. Sheila says she wants to help. But Steffy doesn't trust her. Why would she? After everything? Is this another trap? Or is Sheila genuinely trying to prevent a tragedy? The lines blur. Luna, now emboldened, begins executing her plan. She follows Steffy. She manipulates Finn. She begins to build scenarios that position Steffy as the unstable one. It's psychological warfare. And it's working. Steffy starts to break down. Finn becomes torn. And Sheila watches it all, trapped between her past and her future. If she lets this continue, she gets what she's always wanted. A chance to be a mother again. But at what cost? The episode closes with Sheila standing alone in the dark, holding a burner phone. She dials. When the voice answers, she speaks in a whisper. We need to stop her. Before it's too late. Who is she talking to? Is she warning the Foresters? Or calling in an old ally? May 30th's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful promises not just drama, but a collision of legacy and ambition, redemption and revenge. Sheila and Luna, two generations bonded by blood and haunted by history, are on a collision course with fate, and not everyone will make it out. The game has changed, and the boldest moves are still to come.